Good day, guys. Welcome back to this channel. So before you get started, make sure you subscribe if you have not subscribed to this channel. So let's take a look at this Euro USD Euro JPY for the week. So first of all, before we start, I want you guys to understand this thing. This is the index on what do I call it? Sorry, let me show you the Euro index, right? So this Euro index is what we actually guide us, so at least we're able to understand this movement itself. So take a look at this daily time frame, right? You can clearly see the trend, right? You can see our trend on this our Euro. That is actually on a bullish move, right? So as we are getting a bullish move on this our Euro, and more bullish move is to come, right? The bullish move is not over, so be expecting more bullish move. That is to tell you that this Euro JPY that we are all looking at, we expect more bullish to be made. So before we actually get started, let's analyze this movements from the higher time frame, which is the monthly time frame. So when you take a look at this Euro USD, Euro JPY, the trend, you can see it is an uptrend move. You would want to ask yourself one question: what is the trend for these movements that I want to trade? What is the trend? Markets give us three direction movements. It's either uptrend move, it's either on a downtrend move, or it is either a ranging market move. So what we are having here is an uptrend move. That is one. Secondly, we would want to add our moving average, which is 10 period moving average. And the question we would want to ask ourselves is that, is this price trading above the moving average, or is it trading below this 10 period moving average? So we clearly can see that this price is trading above our 10 period moving average. So now that the price is trading above our 10 period moving average, now the third question we would want to ask ourselves is that, have a pullback been made since it's an uptrend? I told you we are going to ask ourselves three questions. The first question is the trend for this movement. So which is an uptrend move? We've answered that. Is this trading above the moving average or below the moving average? We clearly can see it is above the moving average. And the last question, or third question, is, have a pullback been made, or we are having an impulse move? So we clearly can see that a pullback has been made, right? So the pullback will be over, right? And once the pullback is over, what are we going to expect next? An impulse move. So this is a pullback, right? And we expect the pullback to be over anytime soon. Could it be over this week? Where we will get into that to be able to understand if it will be over this week. But one thing we know, that an impulse move will be coming. So if you're a long-term trader or you're a position trader, this is an uptrend move and a pullback has been made. I think a setup is kind of like appearing, so you can go ahead and go long on this Euro JPY. So anyhow you want to trade it, you will be expecting or speculating a bullish move on this our Euro JPY soon. So you can see the trend, higher highs and higher lows. It is giving us an uptrend move. That should take us to the weekly time frame. So we clearly can see what the weekly time frame is saying. Full trend on the weekly time frame, an uptrend move. We are having an higher highs and an higher lows. So you see this as an highs, then here will be considered to be a pullback, then a new highs, and this will be considered to be a pullback, right? A new highs that broke this previous highs, and here would be considered to be a pullback. You can take a look at this as a new highs that broke this previous highs, and this is a pullback, right? Once this pullback is over, which I believe it will be over this week, then we should be expecting a bullish move, right? The week that just finished, we actually opened and closed bearish. You can see it. Now we will be speculating a bullish move this week. This is what I am speculating, right? This is what I am watching out for. So if to confirm, let's see if our Fibonacci retracement, I will add my Fibonacci retracement. So I will want to see where it has gotten to. So it has gotten to a level of 38.1. It has gone up. So I strongly, with this movement, right, I believe we will actually continue to spike up. One of the reasons, again, we had this kind of movement, and we'll be watching out for this movement to give us that bullish move, which you're already having, by the way, is that when you add your Fibonacci retracement, price do get to give, tend to give us a pullback to two levels before we kind of have a continuous movement. The first level is the level 23.6, and if prices come to this level, right, and it does not give us a bullish move as we would all be speculating, then definitely price should come to a level of 38.2 and give us a bullish move. So now price has gotten to a level of 38.2, and we are now having that bullish move. which is more visible on the 4-hour time frame and also daily time frame. And we also saw that our price has also reacted to this level here. We saw price came to this level, dropped, right? So since price has reacted to this level, right, we expect price to react to this level, which price have done. So this is one of the reasons why this week, guys, I'll be watching out for a bullish move. When you take a look at the index, we see we get a bullish move, like a bullish signal that this price will actually give us a bullish momentum this week. When you take a look at this EURJPY, I also believe you would have that bullish move. Price should actually open and close bullish this week. Now that should take us to the daily time frame, but on the daily time frame the movement is quite different, right? Because when you take a look at the movement, you see that this is a bearish move, though on the monthly time frame this is seen as a pullback. But once you take a look at this movement, when you are getting a bearish move on the daily time frame, well, I don't think you should just actually just go ahead and place that buy. Let's wait if this EURJPY will come to test this level of 137. Currently it's trading at 141, right? Let's see if this final movement would be made on EURJPY that will come to 137. So I want you guys to watch it. A final movement possibly can come to a level of 137. Then if you can get to a level of 137, then there I know one thing for sure is that we will continue that bullish move upward. So two levels where this EURJPY will start giving us that bullish move as it is now. It's either it can start giving us that bullish move up straight, or we can see it drop to a level of 137 before we continue to go bullish. But when you take a look at the full trend on the daily time frame, you see it is downtrend move, and you can see it is trading below this 10 period moving average, right? It will not make sense for you to just take a buy movement. Let's see if it actually give us that drop a little bit, come to a level of 137. I'm not trying to say it will get to that level of 137 because I don't think it will get to that. But if in case it drops, then at least you should not be surprised, right? Price at least very much likely to get to level 137 and very much likely not to even get to that level. Above all, we want to go long. Now to place this trade, we will go to the 4-hour time frame. So like I said, our aim is to go bullish, right? What does the 4-hour time frame says? We can see a downtrend move, right? So let's see if this will be as a drop. By the way, I'm going to update you if you subscribe. I'm going to update you on EURJPY on when to place this trade. If there's an opportunity, I'm just going to give you an update if you have to go ahead and take a buy or sell. Now back to this movement, you see that this will be a drop and a pullback. You can now take a look at this to be a drop and a pullback. Let's see if the pullback will be over. Once the pullback is over, then you should get the final drop on EURJPY to level of 137. Then before you start to get that higher highs and higher lows. However, anyhow, I'm going to give you guys an update on how the price will be. So in case you've not subscribed, make sure you subscribe, like, and share.